depending on which version you get. And so the difference between this one and the Kia EV6 essentially is the Hyundai Ioniq 5 is a little bit more focused on space, a little bit more focused on comfort, and more of like a softer and more comfortable riding experience versus the EV6, which is a little bit more dash of, I guess, sportiness, if you want to go in that way. And it does not have the gigantic open center console. So the interior theme is all new for Hyundai, as they kind of even are removing their logo from this, except for the outside. This is the new kind of like Ioniq badge logo. There's a few pixels, and that's the theme with the Ioniq brands, is a kind of like this pixel theme, which we'll get a little bit more on the outside. The interior is super nice. So unlike the EV6, it gives you more of like a dark theme, this has a really like a light theme. So you have this white bezeled dashboard, you have your instrument cluster right here, super bright display, and your infotainment system on this side right here. I believe there might be a dark mode somewhere in the infotainment system, but I can't really find it right now, which is interesting. Everything is super well built, super premium, and super high quality, and it has to be in EV because everything's gonna be quiet in your driving experience, and every little rattle will really piss you off. So EVs have to kind of be built well, otherwise they're gonna be annoying to the drivers actually. So that's something to keep in mind. So we also have nice separated climate controls. They may be touch buttons, but they're pretty easy to use, so it's not that much of an annoyance. And this really slim bar right here of your other buttons. Nicely integrated vents right here. And again, everything's super well built. The plastics and the materials all feel really nice as well. On the side of this vehicle, we do also have some orange stitching on this interior, as well as a white theme in here, which is really nice. And these seats are super comfortable, and they're meant to kind of be like a lounge chair experience actually. So these seats can recline all the way back, as you can see me going all the way back. I would do it on this passenger side over here, to kind of give you that experience. And you also have these kind of like thigh bolsters down here, which is almost like a footrest or like a thigh rest or something, or like calf rest. Really interesting stuff. And I can't see that on the passenger side. I don't believe the passenger actually has that, so this might be a driver only feature. So there's a lot of seat options going on here. You're a drive mode selector right here on the steering wheel, which is really cool. You just press this button, and you do have paddle shifters for regenerative braking. And interesting enough, your drive controller, or I guess to select the direction you're going, more pixel themes on here, is right here. So it's this big like extra stalk. So you press park to go, and drive, neutral, and it's a very sturdy stalk. Everything's very sturdy and well built on here, which I do really like a lot. I believe there is some ambient lighting on this interior as well, but another cool feature is this space. So of course, as an EV, you do have a lot of space on the floor, as there's no like center tunnel for anything, even if you do have all-wheel drive. So you have this little cubby hole right here, which is really deep actually, a USB port and a 12-volt power outlet. Then you have this gigantic center console right here with more charging bits right here, a wireless charging mat down here, 2 cup holders, and a little bit of a center console piece thing over here. Pretty small, but this whole thing moves, so you can actually shift it back more if you want more foot room right here or something, which is really interesting. You can also shift it all the way up here, so that's a really interesting feature I haven't really seen on many vehicles. And that kind of pixel theme really carries out throughout the entirety of the interior. This cool trim over here has the pixel theme going across it. Really nice door panels with this soft touch material over here as well. Oops, sorry guys, as well as up there. Really nice stuff. I think we're gonna hop into the rear seats, because that's another big highlight of this vehicle, is how much space you're able to get in the rear of the Ioniq 5. So I'm gonna move my seating position up a little bit, because I'm kind of in like this lounging capability. Now, the thing about the Ioniq 5 is you also get a full panoramic roof up here. Oh, my camera is not showing that to you guys. See that? So it does make the cabin really roomy. The Ioniq 5 has a wheelbase that I believe is like the same as the bigger Hyundai Palisade 7-passenger SUV, which is a significant thing. But the vehicle itself is much smaller, and that's because, I also have a heads-up display over there, and that's because of the EV powertrains and modularity. There is a lot of, you can see LED lighting over here, so it has some nice accenting stuff going on over there. Of course, we have pop-out door handles, so hopping into the rear of the vehicle, lots and lots of room. That pixel theme continues up here. Hopping into the rear, super solid thunk from the platform. That sounds really nice. You just feel like you're sitting up. You do feel like you're sitting up and above the front passenger, so you do feel higher up here. It's a very SUV style like seating position, I think. Really nice ambient lighting on the doors over here, as well as lower down there. Another one of those big storage cubby holes, more power outlets. It's really cool cascading like white center console. There are different interior finishes, so don't worry about that. You do have a lot of space back here. I can like, this seat's way too far back right now. It's not in a normal driving position. Let me just hop over to the side. Like, you have a lot of space back here. Like, I'm actually like reclining back right now, and I can stretch out. So all shapes and sizes of people can fit back here. If you're super tall, super short, you'll be fine. It's a great, you can truly fit 3 people back here, which is really nice. You also have rear air vents, which is also a cool feature as well. And even sunshades on this model as well. They're not, of course it's not power, but this is in a high-end luxury vehicle, so I wouldn't even expect that. Again, the materials back here are super, super nice. Really loving the stuff that Hyundai is doing on this vehicle. So let's go hop out and take a look at the exterior design, because there is a lot of nice stuff going on out there as well. So let's exit from this side, open this door, this soft material over here.